Last episode, we met William Allen Jordan, a man who built his entire existence on the trust of women who deserved better. Today, we meet the women. How does a woman fall in love with a man who does not exist? The answer is uncomfortable, because the women William Allen Jordan deceived were not foolish. They were not careless. They were not the kind of women you could easily dismiss. They were intelligent, successful, capable, which tells you something important about William Allen Jordan. He was that good. Mary Turner Thompson married Jordan and had children with him before discovering the truth. She later wrote The Bigamist, detailing the deception. Margaret believed in her marriage completely. She had built a life around William, had children with him, had introduced him to her family, her friends, her world, had defended him when people raised questions she did not yet have the answers to. When he disappeared, for long stretches she reminded herself the CIA, the missions, the life he could not fully share with her. She had agreed when they married to love a man who came with secrets. She had decided that was a price worth paying. She did not know the secrets had nothing to do with the national security. The call that changed everything came on an ordinary morning. Another woman, calling from America. A woman who knew William by a different name. A woman who had a different story. A woman who had also believed she was the real one. Margaret sat on her kitchen floor for a long time after that call ended, not crying, not yet, just recalculating. Every memory she had of him now needed to be looked at again under a different light. Every explanation, every absence, every moment of warmth that she had held onto as proof that the marriage was real. None of it had been what she thought. Michelle Lewis met Jordan in New Jersey. He told her he was a CIA agent. She discovered the truth through Mary Turner Thompson's book, The Bigamist. Across the ocean in the state of New Jersey, there was another woman. Her name for this story is Michelle. She was a healthcare professional, grounded, practical, someone who made decisions based on evidence, someone who prided herself on her judgment. William told her the same story he had told others. The CIA, the missions, the life he could not fully explain. And because he delivered it with the confidence of a man who had rehearsed it 1,000 times, Michelle believed him. She planned a future with him, introduced him to people she loved, began to rearrange her life around the space he occupied in it. Then one evening, she found a book online, The Bigamist, a true story, by a woman in Edinburgh. She began reading. And as she read, page after page after page, she felt something cold and certain settling in her chest. The man in this book, the CIA story, the absences, the particular way he smiled, the phrases he used, she knew this man. Michelle Lewis contacted Mary Turner Thompson after finding her book. The two women collaborated and helped law enforcement build a case against Jordan. Margaret received Michelle's message and felt something she had not expected. Not anger, not relief, not even surprise. Recognition. The recognition of someone who has been through the same fire and survived it. Two women who had never met. Two women separated by an ocean. Two women who had loved the same man and been deceived by the same performance. They spoke at length, compared details, filled in each other's blanks. And what emerged from those conversations was something William Allen Jordan had never planned for. A complete picture. Every lie had a corresponding truth. Every absence had an explanation. Every woman he had dismissed as too far away to find out had found out. Together, they had everything. Margaret had written a book. Not out of revenge, not out of bitterness, but because she understood that silence protects the wrong people. She wrote down everything. The charming beginning, the CIA lie, the years of absence, the discovery, the devastation, the long process of rebuilding. She called it what it was. The Bigamist. She could not have known when she published it that somewhere in New Jersey a woman named Michelle would find it on a quiet evening, begin reading, and recognize her own story in every chapter. She could not have known the book would become the key that unlocked everything. William Allen Jordan had spent decades betting on one thing, that the women he deceived would never find each other. That distance and shame and disbelief would keep them each isolated, each carrying their wound alone, each too embarrassed to say out loud what had happened to them. He was wrong. Margaret wrote a book. Michelle read it, and together they did something that no single woman alone could have done. They went to the authorities.